Well, hello there. Today, I'll be showing you 5 awesome alternatives to the world-renowned and classic Cartier Tank. The Tank was at first introduced by Louis Cartier in 1917 and was inspired by the shape of the Renault tanks used in World War I along the Western Front. Cartier made this watch respected all over the world and to all watch collectors, but with a $4,000 price tag, not everyone has the Cartier Cash. So let's start with an alternative that is only $20 and is from the iconic Japanese watchmaker Casio. They have come out with the Casio General. It has a 31mm case size, which is identical to the large version of the Cartier, but is quite larger than the mid-siz's 27mm case. This is perfect for those who have small wrists like mine, but it's not too small for the bigger wrist as well. It has a 22mm lug width, which is fairly large for a small watch, and the case thickness is 7.5mm, so it slides nicely under the cuff of a shirt. In regards to its movement, it houses a basic Casio Japanese quartz that does the job well for a watch around $20 and has a decent battery life, as all Casios do. This Casio only has a mineral crystal, but for that price point, I can't see any watch brand providing something better than mineral. It has 50 meters water resistance, which is perfect for everyday use and for those dressy occasions, as it's highly unlikely you'll ever swim with a dress watch. The Roman numerals on the dial look stunning and pay homage to the tank's dial layout. The Casio also has a seconds hand, which the Cartier does not feature. A stainless steel case is provided, which is polished and looks tastefully done. This Casio also comes in a variety of strap and dial colours, such as a black dial with a black strap, a white dial with a black strap, and a faded cream dial with a brown strap. The leather strap quality is average, but it's genuine, because for $20 you can't expect anything better. There is also a model with a stainless steel bracelet which looks similar to the Cartier Tank Alternatives. Casio never disappoints in delivering tasteful alternatives to luxury watches, as this Casio General, for $20, is a great example of that. Next on the list is a model from Peugeot, no, not the car maker, the watchmaker, who have been making watches since 1957. They have made the Peugeot Vintage Rectangular, which for around $100 is a tasteful and classy alternative to the Cartier. This watch features a 30mm case, which fits to the smaller wrist perfectly, but can also be worn by the big guys, as it is also 10mm thick, making it a fairly chunky piece. It has a 22mm lug width, which is quite wide, but can be swapped out with other straps. Peugeot have outsourced a Seiko quartz movement for their model, which works well and is usually quite reliable. What is disappointing is that there is only 10 meters water resistance, meaning this piece should not go anywhere near water, but it's still fine for wearing a suit and in the office. What makes up for this is that this model features real gold, as the stainless steel case is plated in 14 karat gold, which is amazing for a watch around $100. There is only a mineral crystal though, but it does the job okay. In regards to its style cues, it has blue hands which resembles the Cartier's iconic look. It features a slightly chunkier case, which gives the Peugeot its own flavour, and it's tastefully done. It also comes in a gradient cream dial, which looks superb. This model also comes in various types, with some including black dials and ones in brown leather straps. This Peugeot is a very good alternative to the classic Cartier Tank, and for around $100, it is accessible to the masses. The Legend Witches Seiko features next, as they have produced an alternative for around $200 that is iconic within the watch community. This is the Seiko Solar Tank. In my opinion, this is the model that looks the most like the Cartier and is still very tastefully finished though. It has a 28.5mm case size, which is smaller than the last two models, but it is closer to the traditional Cartier Tank size. This model is also quite thin, coming in at 6mm thick, meaning it'll be perfect under the cuff. The lug width is 22mm, which is large, but it comes on a nice crocodile strap. It features a unique Seiko V115 solar movement. This allows it to be powered by sunlight. By showing this watch in the sunlight for only 10 minutes, it will be charged for a whopping 6 months. This model has a Hylex crystal, which is a Seiko speciality, and its scratch resistant finish is great. It only has 30 meters water resistance, which is okay for everyday washing hands, but I would not shower with this one. It features a stainless steel case, which is gold plated, that looks tastefully done. This Seiko's dial pays homage to the Cartier layout, as the Roman numerals and inside square looks almost look identical to the Cartier. You can always count on Seiko to provide a lovely alternative to a classic Cartier, and for $200, this is one worthy purchase. Now, we have a model from the watchmaker Rotary that goes for around $200 that looks very classy. This is the Rotary Cambridge. Its case size is 28.5mm, which is very similar to the Cartier Tank's width and is perfect for the smaller wrist. The lug width is 20mm, which is fine and it can be swapped out with other straps. The Rotary also has a 7mm thick case, which is great and fits nicely under the cuff. The Rotary, however, only features a basic Miyota quartz movement, which is okay, but I would have liked to see something of a higher quality for $200. But in return, you get a date complication, which is handy for everyday use, and which every other model on this list, plus the Cartier, does not feature. This piece has a sapphire glass crystal, which is very good, and sets itself above the previous alternatives. It has 50 meters water resistance, which is great for everyday use, but not for swimming. The case is a stainless steel structure that is nicely polished and looks great. In regards to the dial, it features the same Roman numerals used on the Cartier, but does not feature the inner square design. This is a classy option from Rotary, which pays respect to the Cartier Tank, and for $200, it is a great buy. Now, for our final piece, we have a model from the iconic watch manufacturer of Hamilton. This brand usually specializes in their famous and historical military and pilots watches, but they have produced an absolutely beautiful rendition of the Cartier Tank. This is the Hamilton American Classic, which goes for around $800. It has a 34.5mm case size, which is the biggest of this list and is fairly large compared to the original Cartier. The lug width is 22mm, which is fine and wears well. The case is 11mm, which is thicker than the other alternatives, but it houses a mechanical movement, which can be still worn under the cover of a shirt. It features a manual wind Swiss-made ETA 28012 movement, which is a great movement for the price point. The power reserve is amazing, as it can be powered for up to 80 hours. This model has a good scratch-resistant sapphire crystal, which is expected for the price point. The water resistance is 50 meters, which is perfect for everyday use, but not good for swimming. The case is a good quality stainless steel case that is slightly curved, which is different to the Cartier's traditional rectangular shape, but it still looks very similar. The dial has the classic Cartier Roman numerals, but it does not feature the inner square design, as this is instead on the outside of the Roman numerals. For a Swiss-made manual wind watch made by the iconic watch manufacturer Hamilton, this is a stunning piece which should definitely be considered. Well, there you have it, 5 classy and timeless alternatives to the classic Cartier Tank that all cost under $800. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more affordable alternatives to luxury watches. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you later.